chosen one. Stop scrolling and hear this now, because what happened today was not ordinary. What you did today did not go unnoticed in the heavens. While others saw a small act, a simple moment, a quiet decision, you need to understand that the spiritual realm saw something much bigger. They saw courage when it would have been easier to quit. They saw kindness when pain tried to harden your heart. They saw obedience when temptation whispered for you to go the other way. And because of that one move, heaven made an exception for you. Chosen one, stop everything and hear this message clearly, because today was not an ordinary day in your life. What you did today may have looked small to the world, unnoticed by people, ignored by those around you, but in the unseen realm, it carried tremendous weight. Heaven watched your every step. Heaven heard every word you spoke. Heaven measured every silent sacrifice, every hidden tear, every battle you fought within yourself, and because of what you did today, something extraordinary has been set into motion. Heaven made an exception for you. Yes, chosen one. There are moments when divine timing bends. There are moments when doors open earlier than expected, when judgment is replaced with mercy, when delays are cancelled, when opportunities arrive out of nowhere, when favor overrides the natural order of things. Today became one of those moments for you. Not because you are better than anyone else, not because you are perfect, but because in a moment where many would have failed, many would have given up, many would have chosen bitterness, anger, fear, or selfishness, you chose differently. You chose with integrity. You chose with faith. You chose with strength. And that decision echoed through heaven. Many people do not understand how one single act can shift an entire season. One prayer can open a gate that has been locked for years. One act of forgiveness can break a chain that has followed generations. One moment of obedience can release blessings that were waiting just outside the door. One step of courage can move mountains that looked permanent. And today, chosen one, you took that step. Maybe you helped someone while carrying your own pain. Maybe you stayed calm when chaos tried to provoke you. Maybe you refused to return evil for evil. Maybe you kept going when exhaustion told you to stop. Maybe you prayed when your mind wanted to panic. Maybe you told the truth when lying would have been easier. Maybe you gave thanks while still waiting. Whatever it was, understand this clearly. Heaven saw it all. People often celebrate loud victories, public achievements, visible success, but heaven pays close attention to hidden character. The world applauds talent. Heaven honors faithfulness. The world notices power. Heaven notices purity of heart. The world sees appearances. Heaven sees motives. And today your motive was clean. Today your spirit chose higher ground. Today your soul passed a test many people never even recognize. That is why something is changing around you right now. That is why you have felt unusual pressure lately. The enemy often increases resistance right before a breakthrough. That is why things seemed heavy before this moment. That is why confusion tried to surround you. Forces were hoping you would react wrongly, speak carelessly, give up, lash out, or turn back. But you didn't. You held yourself together. You stood firm. You kept your heart aligned. And because you did, what was planned against you has now been reversed in your favor. Chosen one, heaven made an exception. There are blessings that come through process, through time, through preparation. But then there are blessings that come through exception. The kind that arrive suddenly, the kind that bypass long waiting seasons, the kind that surprise everyone watching your life, the kind that make people ask, how did that happen so fast? The kind that leave no explanation except divine intervention. You are standing at the edge of that kind of moment. Some of you have been waiting for answers. Answers are coming. Some of you have been waiting for peace. Peace is coming. Some of you have been waiting for provision. Provision is coming. Some of you have been waiting for restoration. Restoration is coming. Some of you have been waiting for justice. Justice is coming. And it is coming because what you did today became the key that unlocked the next chapter. Do not underestimate today. Some days look normal while carrying eternal significance. Some moments seem quiet while changing everything. Some decisions appear small while redirecting destiny. Today was one of those days. The reason many people miss their miracle is because they think only giant actions matter. They wait for dramatic moments, grand gestures, huge opportunities. But often heaven tests people in ordinary situations, in traffic, in conversation, in disappointment, in private thoughts, in temptation, in delay, in how they treat strangers, in how they respond when no one is clapping. Today, you were tested in the ordinary, and you passed. That is why doors that were resistant are beginning to move. That is why people who forgot you will remember you. That is why opportunities that skipped you will circle back. That is why your name is entering rooms you have never seen. That is why strength is replacing exhaustion. That is why hope is returning to your spirit. Because what you did today carried spiritual authority. Chosen one, some of you are still wondering, but I didn't do anything huge. Listen carefully. Maybe you restrained your tongue. That matters. Maybe you chose not to send the angry message. That matters. Maybe you forgave silently. That matters. Maybe you got out of bed and tried again. That matters. Maybe you resisted temptation. That matters. Maybe you worshipped while hurting. That matters. Small acts become large when done with sincerity. A seed looks tiny until harvest arrives. A key looks small until it opens a mansion. A spark looks minor until it becomes fire. And what you did today was a seed, a key, and a spark all at once. There are people who misunderstood your journey. They thought your silence meant weakness. They thought your patience meant defeat. They thought your kindness meant naivety. They thought your delay meant denial. But heaven knew the truth the whole time. You were being refined, prepared, strengthened, positioned. Now those same people may soon witness what favor looks like on your life. Do not become proud when it happens. Stay humble, stay grateful, stay wise, because the blessing is not just for you, it is also a sign that goodness still matters, a sign that faith still works, a sign that obedience still carries reward, a sign that hidden sacrifices are never wasted. Chosen one, there are things already moving behind the scenes that you cannot yet see. Conversations are happening, hearts are shifting, timelines are rearranging, delays are dissolving. Resources are aligning, paths are clearing. What looked stuck is becoming fluid. What looked dead is receiving breath again. This is not imagination. This is movement. You may wake up soon to messages you did not expect. You may receive opportunities you did not chase. You may feel peace in places that once hurt you. You may watch confusion disappear without explanation. You may see sudden progress where nothing moved for months. That is what exceptions look like. And hear this clearly, not every blessing arrives wrapped in money. Some blessings arrive as clarity. Some arrive as protection. Some arrive as removal of toxic people. Some arrive as renewed energy. Some arrive as divine redirection. Some arrive as healing of the mind. Some arrive as confidence returning after years of fear. Do not miss the form your miracle chooses. Sometimes heaven blesses by adding. Sometimes heaven blesses by subtracting. Sometimes heaven blesses by delaying what would have harmed you. Sometimes heaven blesses by speeding up what belongs to you. Trust the form it takes. Chosen one, if you have felt tired lately, it is because you were carrying old weight that no longer belongs in your future. If you have felt emotional lately, it is because things trapped inside you are being released. If you have felt isolated lately, it is because certain voices had to quiet down so you could hear divine direction clearly. Everything had purpose. Nothing was wasted. Even the pain taught you something. Even the waiting built something. Even the disappointment protected something. Now the next season begins differently. Walk into it with expectation. Speak differently. Think differently. Carry yourself differently. You are not entering the same chapter with the same energy. You are entering upgraded, wiser, sharper, stronger, more discerning, more anchored, less impressed by distractions, less shaken by opinions. And because of that, you can handle what is coming. Some blessings delayed because the old version of you could not sustain them. But the version of you emerging now is ready. Ready for responsibility. Ready for abundance. Ready for healthy love. Ready for leadership. Ready for visibility. Ready for peace. Chosen one, today was not random. This message finding you is not random. The stirring in your spirit is not random. You needed confirmation that your efforts counted, that your tears were seen, that your discipline mattered, that your quiet obedience was recorded. It was. Heaven keeps better records than people do. People forget quickly. Heaven does not forget at all. So when doubt tries to return, remember this day. When fear whispers nothing is changing, remember this day. When delay tries to discourage you, remember this day. When old voices say you are overlooked, remember this day. Today was the day an exception was written in your favor. Today was the day mercy spoke louder than delay. Today was the day your unseen consistency became visible momentum. Today was the day the tide began to turn. Now hold your posture. Do not chase what is already being sent. Do not beg for what is already assigned. Do not panic over what is already in motion. Stay steady. Stay prayerful. Stay thankful. Stay prepared. Because what comes next may happen faster than expected. The phone call, the breakthrough, the invitation, the healing, the reunion, the release, the open door, the peace you thought would take years. Chosen one. Heaven made an exception because of what you did today. And soon your life will carry the evidence. Receive it. Walk in it. And when it arrives, remember who made the way. Chosen one, and hear this clearly: what is coming next will not look like what you have been through. The season behind you was filled with tests, pressure, silence, confusion, and moments where you wondered if anything was changing at all. But the season ahead carries a different sound. It carries movement. It carries reward. It carries evidence that every battle had purpose. There were nights you cried quietly. There were mornings you got up heavy. There were days you smiled while fighting storms inside. There were moments you wanted to walk away from everything, but somehow grace kept lifting you. Somehow strength kept finding you. Somehow hope kept whispering one more time. That was not luck. That was divine preservation. You were being kept for this moment. Chosen one, many people only celebrate harvest, but few understand the loneliness of planting. They admire success, but they do not see the discipline that came before it. They praise strength, but they do not know how many times you almost broke. They notice your smile, but they do not know what it cost to keep your heart soft after everything you endured. Heaven knows. Heaven remembers. Heaven responds. That is why what is coming will feel personal. It will feel tailored. It will feel like an answer crafted specifically for the tears nobody saw and the prayers nobody heard. It will not be random favor. It will be precise favor. Some blessings are general. Some blessings are custom-made. Yours is being custom-made. Chosen one, there are doors opening that match your growth now, not your past. Old opportunities could not hold the person you are becoming. Old rooms were too small for your assignment. Old relationships were too shallow for your depth. Old cycles were too limited for your future. So when things ended, it was not always punishment. Sometimes it was preparation. Sometimes the closed door was protection. Sometimes the silence was instruction. Sometimes the delay was alignment. Sometimes the goodbye was necessary. Now the right things are beginning to recognize you. The right people are beginning to notice you. The right path is beginning to clear. The right season is beginning to unfold. Chosen one, stop mourning what cannot go with you. Stop grieving doors that never deserved your knock. Stop chasing approval from people who could not see your value. Stop replaying old pain as if it still has authority over your future. It does not. Your future has new energy. Your future has new language. Your future has new opportunities. Your future has new peace. You are not being called backward. You are being called upward. There are habits falling off of you now. There are fears losing grip now. There are attachments weakening now. There are chains breaking quietly now. Even if you cannot feel it every hour, change is happening. Sometimes healing is loud. Sometimes healing is silent. Sometimes growth feels like loss before it feels like gain. Trust the process. Chosen one, there are people who misjudged your delay. They thought because it took time, it would never happen. They thought because you were quiet, you had no plan. They thought because you were humble, you had no power. They thought because you forgave, you were weak. They misunderstood restraint for weakness. They misunderstood patience for failure. They misunderstood humility for emptiness. But soon they will understand that some people move quietly because they are being built deeply. And depth always lasts longer than noise. Chosen one, your next chapter will not need to announce itself loudly. Real blessing often enters quietly. It starts with peace in your chest. It starts with clarity in your mind. It starts with doors opening naturally. It starts with confidence returning. It starts with sleeping better. It starts with no longer needing to prove yourself. That is how transformation begins. Not always with applause, but with alignment. You are aligning now. Your thoughts are changing. Your standards are changing. Your tolerance for confusion is changing. Your appetite for drama is disappearing. Your need for external validation is fading. This is maturity. This is elevation. This is preparation for what can only be carried by a stronger version of you. Chosen one. Some of you keep asking when. Hear this: when the inner foundation is ready, the outer manifestation speeds up. Many want blessings without capacity. Many want platforms without discipline. Many want increase without wisdom. Many want visibility without healing. But heaven is too wise to hand heavy things to unstable hands. That is why your process mattered. That is why your waiting mattered. That is why your stretching mattered. Now capacity has grown. Now wisdom has grown. Now discernment has grown. Now patience has grown. And because you grew, what comes next can stay. Temporary things rush in. Lasting things arrive prepared. You are being given lasting things. Chosen one, protect your energy in this season. Not everyone can go where you are going. Some people only knew the wounded version of you. Some only related to your struggle. Some were comfortable when you doubted yourself. Some enjoyed access to you when your boundaries were weak. But now you are healing. Now you are discerning. Now you are saying no without guilt. Now you are valuing peace. That shift will make some uncomfortable. Let them be uncomfortable. Growth often disturbs those who benefited from your lack of it. You do not need permission to evolve. You do not need applause to set boundaries. You do not need agreement to choose peace. Chosen one, there is power in the version of you that no longer reacts to everything. There is power in calmness. There is power in silence. There is power in discernment. There is power in not explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. You have entered a wiser energy. Before you chased closure. Now you choose peace. Before you chased people. Now you choose alignment. Before you chased outcomes. Now you choose faithfulness. Before you feared endings. Now you trust redirection. That is growth. That is why blessings can trust you now. Chosen one, expect unusual restoration. Not always by returning old things, but by replacing them with better things. Sometimes we ask for what we lost. Heaven plans something higher. Sometimes we cry over one closed path while multiple better roads are forming. Do not limit restoration to repetition. Sometimes restoration is new love, not old love. Sometimes restoration is better health, not old habits. Sometimes restoration is purpose, not popularity. Sometimes restoration is peace, not revenge. Sometimes restoration is self-respect, not external praise. Be open to higher forms of answered prayer. Chosen one, your voice is changing too. You will speak with more authority because pain taught you. You will comfort others because sorrow trained you. You will guide others because confusion once humbled you. You will carry wisdom because mistakes once instructed you. Nothing was wasted. Even what embarrassed you can educate someone else. Even what hurt you can heal someone else. Even what broke you can build compassion in you. This is how purpose works. It recycles pain into power. Chosen one, some miracles arrive as moments. Others arrive as identities. Becoming someone who no longer lives in fear is a miracle. Becoming someone who trusts again is a miracle. Becoming someone who loves wisely is a miracle. Becoming someone who is whole without constant validation is a miracle. Do not only look for things around you to change. Notice who you are becoming. That may be the greatest miracle of all. Chosen one, continue walking with discipline. Keep showing up. Keep praying. Keep learning. Keep protecting your peace. Keep doing right when wrong seems easier. Keep planting even if harvest has not appeared yet. Because harvest has a schedule. And schedules can be closer than they seem. Some seeds grow underground before they ever break the surface. Just because you cannot see movement does not mean movement is absent. Roots form in hidden places. Strength forms in hidden places. Character forms in hidden places. Your hidden season was not empty. It was full of roots. Now visible growth can begin. Chosen one, release. Comparison completely. Another person's timing is not your map. Another person's platform is not your assignment. another person's blessings do not reduce yours. What belongs to you does not require envy to obtain. Stay in your lane, water your ground, honor your path, trust your pace. A tree and a flower bloom differently, yet both are beautiful in season. Your season is unique. Chosen one, there will be moments soon where you realize old prayers are being answered in forms you did not expect. You may remember something you asked for years ago and suddenly recognize it arriving now with greater wisdom attached. That is how divine timing works. Sometimes if it came earlier, you would have mishandled it. Sometimes if it came earlier, you would have settled. Sometimes if it came earlier, you would have attached it to the wrong people. Now you are ready. Now timing is wiser. Now blessing can land safely. Chosen one, when the next door opens, walk through it confidently. Do not shrink because of past rejection. Do not apologize for growth. Do not sabotage opportunities because old pain whispers you are unworthy. You are worthy of healthy things. You are worthy of peace. You are worthy of abundance handled wisely. You are worthy of love that does not confuse you. You are worthy of spaces that honor your presence. Stand tall when the invitation comes. Chosen one, and if fear rises, move anyway. If doubt whispers, move anyway. If memories sting, move anyway. Courage is not absence of fear. Courage is movement with fear present. Take the step, send the application, start the project, answer the call. Open the conversation. Begin again. Sometimes destiny waits on one brave move. Chosen one, your story is becoming evidence. Evidence that pain can be survived. Evidence that delays can turn into direction. Evidence that kindness still matters. Evidence that discipline still pays. Evidence that faith still stands when logic runs out. People will look at your life and see blessing. But you will know the backstory. You will know the nights. You will know the tears. You will know the wrestling. You will know the surrender. That private history will keep you humble. Let it. Chosen one. The chapter ahead carries joy that does not need to be forced. Relationships that do not need constant confusion. Work that feels meaningful. Rest that feels earned. Smiles that come naturally. Gratitude that rises easily. Receive that vision. Normalize peace. Normalize consistency. Normalize healthy love. Normalize success with integrity. Normalize rest without guilt. Normalize joy after survival. You do not have to live in emergency mode forever. Chosen one, heaven made an exception because of what you did today. But the truth is, this exception is connected to many days you kept going when nobody knew how hard it was. Today was the tipping point. Today was the signal. Today was the confirmation. Now keep moving. Keep believing. Keep preparing. Keep standing. Because what is on the way is not just a blessing. It is a new era. And this time you are ready.